The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cut! 280! Mike, Mark that. Four down. Check safety. Mike, 54.
Now Wilson on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
14.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, that one complete to his receiver Jennings. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. D4 in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
I got you.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. David Emerson able to bring him down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Hey guys, listen. You got to go, in and out, let's go. One left.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. On first down, Garoppolo flushed out right. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 35.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Here's Coleman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. 180. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. He finds Taylor. Complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Four down.
Wilson now to throw again. It's complete to Lockett. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Check, check.
This is Penny.
Check, check.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Coleman now. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
21.
Seahawks, 34-yard line.
Hey, Orbit. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, 11. Mike 54. 3 Bravo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
It's just me. Check. Go, guys, 4 down. Let's go. Check it. Rush in. Good touch.
Wilson throwing again. Looking deep for Jennings. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but now it's 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this job is that I get to go to practices before games and watch guys work out. And what throws me every single time I see Richard Sherman, one of the best corners in the league, is just how long he is. I'm not even talking about being 6'5". That's not what I'm saying. The length of his arms, his ability to run with receivers and make plays on the football, even when it looks like there's a chance to fit it in, this guy is something else. And there's no surprise to me that this guy was a receiver before he was a cornerback, and maybe that's what helps him out too, because he understands how receivers think.
That one good for 24 yards.
First down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Look. 36 power. Check 25. Hey, 0.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
No pass. Run left. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And Jennings has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 31, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Seattle.
Wilson now 6 of 10 of this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Go 14. No. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Look. I can't believe that. He's coming.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And out of bounds right around the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw again on second down. Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Look up, watch it. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Left pass. Watch this. Let's put that team on the hunt. 25. Big dead.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Petty, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Mike spot 4. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
Now Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Here the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over
That's it,
first
baby.
and 10
We got one.
at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Looking to throw. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
49ers first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. When we talk a lot about pregame speeches, what are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Touch 50. 19. Watch safety creeping. Gun. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
On second down and 4, Wilson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, and it's 3rd and 4. The corner from Compton, Mr. Sherman, getting the hand in there to knock that one away.
And what a path of his to where he is right now. From Compton to Stanford, was a wide receiver at Stanford before flipping around becoming a defensive back. Lightly drafted. Remember, he went late in the draft for them and has turned into one of the best ones out there. I think his ability to be close on the play and then has such great timing right at the end to get in there and knock balls away.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Niners take over.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I got you.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. K.J. Wright. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Right there. 54 Mike. Right here. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Tight dog.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Quan Alexander, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Watch the ship. One left. Watch the ship. One left. Mike spot 4.
Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, a costly turnover, and then that turned into 6. Under pressure, and they got to him again. K.J. Wright in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Kill. Under crunch. 12. Under crunch.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Garoppolo now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 37.
Lock.
Garoppolo now. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
11.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo, and he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
White.
Garoppolo again. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trent Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
21.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that team put 70. I actually saw that happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert! Gun.
54, right there.
Gun, 4 down.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. One shot. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Gun cut.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. It got his man complete. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Seahawks 42, 49ers 9. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Hey, we got a seal.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. K.J. Wright racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
He's checking. Crash.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Right there, 54 Mike. 3 buzz.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Run left.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Garoppolo. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 3rd. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Niners, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.